Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Matrix Mike, and today I want to talk to you about what I have found about with athletes in a confidence gap. That's right, confidence. So if you remember in a video I did a while ago, not too long ago, where I was talking about confidence and basically that you need to go through 4 stages. First stage is being unconsciously incompetent. You look at something, you think it's really easy to do, but you don't really realize how much skill it takes to do that thing. So for example, you put a pair of skates on, you think you can skate, and then you fall. Then you realize now that you've fallen, you are now consciously aware that you are incompetent, and you realize you need some help. And then the next stage is you get that help. Maybe you take skating lessons, and you're following one step after another, and you're following through the process. And by the time you do it over and over again, it becomes natural, where you become unconsciously competent. So where is the confidence gap? Generally speaking, where is the confidence gap? It can usually be after that first time where you attempt to do something and you're unsuccessful, or quote unquote, you fail, you make a mistake. And what's really important is to understand that most of the time, for most people, doing something for the first time, you're going to make mistakes. That's just part of it. What you need to do, or what I would suggest you do, is ask for feedback. Like, as I like to say, there's no such thing as failure, only feedback. And the key is get the direction that you need. So now you start focusing on the process, focusing on the steps that you need to do. And I'm also hoping you're working with a coach, or you're in an environment where they allow you to make mistakes, because the more mistakes you make, the more confident you become, because after you make the mistakes, you learn from them and you're able to adjust and make changes. And you do that over and over and over again. It's like a feedback loop, a cycle, so to speak, in which each time you make a mistake, you say, okay, what can I do different? Is there a better way to do what I just did? Those types of things. And then the next time you're in the same situation, you deal with it differently. Maybe you have a more successful outcome. And what happens, because you do this over and over and over and over and over again, you finally realize, with everything that you've gone through, any obstacles, things in the way, challenges, is that you took action, you learned from taking action, you made the adjustments either from yourself or with your coach, and what you put out next is differently. Because confidence is something, as what I like to call, it's something you feel after you do something, after you've gone through the grind, after you've made the changes, learned from your mistakes. You get to start to feel, hey, maybe I can do this now, or I can do this. It is so important. And the thing I think that trips everybody up is sometimes, as you're actually getting better, you become more aware of your mistakes than actually where you were to where you are now. That gap from where you are now to where you want to be. And sometimes you're actually a lot closer than you think, because with your awareness and adjusting, what you're really sometimes only seeing is the mistakes as compared to how far you've come, what you've been able to overcome, and how you've been able to move forward. So remember, the key is just to keep on going, keep on learning, keep making mistakes, keep on making adjustments. And in the end, things will turn out in a positive way for you. I'm Michael Wolf Grafstein, otherwise known as Matrix Mike, and I hope this has helped you to allow you to move forward in your sport and bridge the confidence gap.